So Voyager filed bankruptcy after a loan to 3AC where they put $650 million 3AC with no collateral, I guess no due diligence. I thought there's a thing called USDC operated by Circle. I had the CEO of Circle on my podcast a while ago asking, why can different brokerages like Voyager or Celsius or whoever, BlockFi, give different rates on USDC like 9%? The answer I was given is that we disrupt the banks. Like we disrupt the banks in the sense that when someone gets a mortgage loan from a bank, they get a car loan, they have credit cards, there's interest that's to be paid. And the banks make all that money now. Instead, that's going to change. With USDC, we're giving some of that interest back to people like myself, to people like who are invested in USDC. And that's why Voyager and the like were able to pay 9%. This is what I was told. And by the way, maybe that was what Circle CEO thought, which I don't know how that works. But what really happened is these brokerages were leveraging themselves up with hedge funds that wanted to borrow to go make more trades. When the hedge fund went belly up, our USDC went belly up. It's as if you have your money at E-Trade and it's sitting there. You own some Tesla, but you also own maybe some T-bills at E-Trade. If E-Trade went belly up, you wouldn't lose your Tesla or your T-bills because there's something called SIPC insurance. In the crypto case, there is not that, which I didn't understand. I was told Voyager was as safe as JP Morgan. There was no risk, nothing. And when this happened, yeah, it was bad. I had a lot of money there in USDC, not even in Bitcoin. And they went bankrupt. There's a whole bankruptcy process where there was bidders, FTX, Binance, or they could have just did a self-liquidation, what I suggested in the beginning. But a lot of the creditors said, no, it's a terrible idea. And then they're like, why didn't we do that from the beginning? Exactly. Everyone, on the sideline thinks they have the answers. If we would have done that from the beginning, we'd have got a lot more money on per dollar. And so far, they've gotten like 35 cents on the dollar. And there's outstanding issues with FTX where there's money sitting in an escrow account that'll hopefully come back to us. But the thing that's super sad about it, I think crypto and digital assets, we have a Future of Digital Assets conference in New York in November 13th or 14th. Okay, I'll do a gratuitous plug, bzdigitalassets.com. But the thing that I think is really sad about it is in crypto, I think it's about trust and transparency. So if you're a big believer in Bitcoin, which I know many people are, I just had Kathy Wood on my RAS report, and she believes Bitcoin will go to $1 million a share. The question I asked her was, with BlockFi, Celsius, Voyager, like going bankrupt and people owning Bitcoin in there and they lost some of it. Instead of keeping it, how is Bitcoin going to recover in the sense, like, where are they going to hold it? And the answer is you got to hold it in cold wallet storage. You got to not necessarily do it through a brokerage. That takes some time to get everyone on board. And the point she makes is as institutions open up to buying Bitcoin, and there's only, so many Bitcoins or 20,000 Bitcoins out there, the price of Bitcoin will go up as institutions start buying it. And that's true. The problem is, how does the retail person own it when you had that situation with a Voyager and these things? And it was not, and by the way, the average Joe got hurt in it. The average Joe got hurt. I would talk to people all the time that really got hurt with Voyager and other companies that went bankrupt. And that's who we fought for. But bankruptcy with attorneys is definitely an arduous process.
Hey, everybody, this is Bob Murphy. Thanks for listening to this clip from the Infi podcast. If you like what you heard and want to hear more, please consider subscribing and share this video with others. We've got new episodes dropping every Friday with more insightful discussions. Stay tuned.